This video is about how we solve math word problems. Now, I don't know about you, but whenever I read a word problem, sometimes I don't understand it the first time. So, one of the strategies that we've learned in practice is that first, it's okay to read the problem 3 times or more. Okay? So, if you read it the first time and it doesn't make sense, or you feel like there's too much information, it's okay to read it 3 times or more. All right? Another skill that we learned to solve word problems was to use these things called annotation tools. Now, annotation is just a fancy word for making notes. Okay, so if you see this part right here, think of notes. Okay, um, the three tools that we use, the three annotation tools that we used this year, were underlining the question, like I did here in red. How many bars can they remove in 2 hours? Circling important information. Now, all these things in blue over here are things that I find important, and putting a star next to any information that is confusing. So here, I put a star next to the word layer because I don't quite know what a layer is. Okay. Um, so now I can take all this information and use another tool that we use this year. This is called the problem solving framework. Okay. So let me remind you what that is. It's another tool that we use for solving word problems. Um, so it was a worksheet that looked like this with all these sections. And so what I started to do was fill this problem solving framework. All of this stuff is the problem solving framework. And I started to fill it out. So for example, well, what problem are you trying to figure out? This is the first section. What problem are you trying to figure out? Well, it's actually what I underlined in red. This is the problem that I'm trying to figure out. How many bars can they remove in 2 hours? So I wrote that here. How many bars can they remove in 2 hours? And then the other thing is, what information do you already know about the problem? Well, these are all the things I know. And in fact, it's what I circled in blue. And then over here, what info do you need about the problem? Well, it's anything that you have questions about or anything that you put a star on. So I put a star on next to the word layer because I didn't know what a layer was. Okay. So you can see how the problem solving framework is connected to those annotation tools that we used. Okay, they're connected to each other. And then you would start doing your work. You would start writing conclusion when you have the answer. And if you need help writing a conclusion, these are some sentences that you can use. All right. I hope that helps. Take care.